Hello, you're welcome to EdTrack Academy, an online school where you are exposed to the 21st century method of education. In this particular lesson, I'm going to be taking you through some past questions taken from JAMB and WAEC, which are based on synonyms. Yes, synonyms. So, I'm sure this is not the first time you'll be hearing the word synonym. What idea do you have about this particular term? What do you know about the word synonym? So by the end of today's lesson, you would have better knowledge. You will be able to develop better knowledge about synonym and improve your vocabulary. You are going to get your vocabulary development to a better level. So here is the question. What is a synonym? Before we go into taking and answering these past questions, let us quickly address the term synonym. Synonym means what? A synonym is a word or phrase that has exact meaning. Sorry about that. A synonym is a word or phrase that has exact meaning or nearly the same meaning as another word or phrase. So when we say synonyms, we mean words that have related meaning, words that are closer in meaning, that are nearest in meaning to another word, or a phrase that is closer or nearest in meaning to another phrase. So now we are going to take few JAMB and WAEC past questions to exemplify this term. Although in your exam, in your questions, you are not going to come across this particular term directly as synonyms. You're rather going to be asked to choose a word or a phrase that is nearest in meaning to a particular word underlined. So let us get into the real business. So this is the instruction we are going to follow in answering these questions. So in each of the following questions, we are to choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlined word or phrase. I mentioned it just few seconds ago that you are not going to come across the exact term synonyms in your question. You're rather going to see the phrase nearest in meaning. Do you get it now? So here is our first example, and this is a question taken from JAMB past question for year 2010. So here is our first example, and the word that we have to get another word for that has the same meaning as it is the word tardy. The law is often tardy in reacting to changing attitude. The law is often tardy in reacting to changing attitude. The word tardy, what does it mean? What does the word tardy mean? Does it mean quick or does it mean slow? Does it mean exclusive or does it mean generous? Let us take a look at the next slide, which is going to give us a guide to what our answer is. Alright, so our correct option is B. Tardy means slow. So when we say something is tardy, it means it is slow. And other words that we have for this word, other synonyms that we have for this word include dull, late, unpunctual. But then do not forget that when you want to choose a synonym, you have to be sure of the one which is appropriate to substitute a particular word in the context. Some words are synonymous to each other, to one another, but then in some particular context, they could not substitute for one another. They could not be substituted for one another. So you have to be sure that the word you are picking which is nearest in meaning to another word you are asked to provide for, is must be appropriate in that context as well. So the appropriate synonym for the word tardy is slow in this context. So this is example 2, and this is a question picked from JAMB past question for year 2015. The word we are to get a synonym for is the underlined word caustic. She gave a caustic remark on the occasion. Caustic, caustic, caustic. So the word caustic, what does it mean? And what's a synonymous to it from these four options? Is tangible, does tangible mean the same thing as caustic, or friendly, or insignificant, or sarcastic? Sarcastic seems to be more like it. Yes, the answer to this particular question is option D. But then let us see what we have on the next slide. So like I said, the correct option is D. So another word that is suitable to replace caustic in the sentence is sarcastic. And other synonyms for the word include sharp, bitter, mordant, or stingy. When you give when you give, like, it means that this particular person here gave a stinging remark, a sarcastic remark, something that a kind of remark that hurts the feeling of the speaker. Sorry, of the person being addressed, not the speaker. So here is example number 3, a past question taken from JAMB question for year 2020. So the phrase "taken aback" is what we have to look for another word which is nearest in meaning to. Taken aback. Taken aback. This is a very common phrase. When we say someone is taken aback, it means the person is surprised. She was taken aback by his attitude. So our correct option is surprised, because taken aback means being surprised, being amazed, being wowed. Okay. So the first, taken aback, means to be surprised. And other synonyms of the word are shocked, astonished, stunned, and amazed. So this is example number 4, a question picked from JAMB 2011, JAMB question 2011. So our word of concern here is the word inception. Since its inception in 1983, the newspaper has attracted thousands of readers. Since its inception in 1983, the newspaper has attracted thousands of readers. So, among these 4 words, Renaissance, coming, commencement, publication, which of these is synonymous, is nearest in meaning to the word inception? Let us see the next slide for guide on this, Alright, so the correct option is C. The word inception means commencement. So commencement and inception mean the same thing. So all the synonyms for the word are beginning, debut, curation, establishment. So all these are synonymous to the word inception. So like I explained, our correct option is C. So here is another question, and this will be the final question we'll be having on taken from JAMB past question in this particular lesson. So we have to look for a word that is nearest in meaning to this particular phrase. A taste of their own medicine. A taste of their own medicine. When we say some men will continue to cause offenses until they are given a taste of their own medicine. This particular phrase, what other word can we use to substitute it from the words given in the four options? Can we use placated, or revenged on, or recompensed, or cured? Some men will continue to cause offenses until they are given a taste of their own medicine. So, a taste of their own medicine is our concern. So, the correct option is C. Let us go back and check what the phrase is again. The phrase a taste of their own medicine means the same thing as revenged on, revenged on, revenged on. They are paid back in their own coin. They are paid back. They are paid back in their own coin. They are paid back in their own coin. So it is revenged on. Sorry, let me correct this. The correct option is actually B, not C. All right, so our answer is option B, which mean to be revenged on, to pay someone back in their own coin, to get even with someone. So they are given exactly what they give to others. They are made to feel the pain they inflict on others. So our answer is option B. So this is a WAEC past question that's taken from the WAEC past question for year 2010. So the word we have to get is synonym is the word queer. Queer. I woke up feeling rather queer. I woke up feeling rather queer. So feeling queer means what? The word queer means what? Fine, strange, strong, or tired. Which of these four words could substitute the word queer as used in this expression? So when we say queer, we mean something strange, something you don't feel before. The person woke up feeling rather strange. Our correct option for this particular question, our correct answer, our correct option for this particular question is option B. So the word means strange, and other synonyms for the word are weird, odd, unwell. So these three words are other synonyms that could be used in place of the word we. And this is another question. This particular one is from White Past question for year 2017. And our word of concern here, like the word that we are concerned about is the word magnificent. 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 We have to get a word that means the same thing with it, that is nearest in meaning to it. A magnificent structure was erected close to our house. A magnificent structure was erected close to our house. So the word magnificent, what word is nearest in meaning to it? Option A, real, splendid, colorful, or fine. Which one is nearest in meaning to the word magnificent in among these four options? So the correct option is B. So the word magnificent has the same meaning as splendid. Please let us remove that H we have in the word has. Let's quickly correct that. So only option B has the same meaning as magnificent, splendid, splendid, splendid. In other words, for these other words that could be used in place of this word, other words that are synonymous to it are elegant, grand, exceptional. So all these are nearest in meaning to the word magnificent. So this particular question is taken from WAEC past question for the recent year, that's for year 2021. So much effluent have been poured into the stream that its water has become unsafe for drinking. Effluent, effluent, influent. What is the meaning of this particular word? Effluent, affluent, effluent, affluent. Would it mean the same thing as the word affluent? No, no, no. Okay, so our correct option for this particular question is option A. Effluent means sewage, like waste liquid, like used water, waste liquid. So when that's sewage is another word that is that could be used in place of it in this sentence. Sewage. So sewage option A is our correct answer. So other synonymous words is sewage, or we call it waste liquid. Oh, sorry, liquid waste, liquid waste. And now to the final question for this particular lesson. This is a question extracted from WAEC past questions for year 2014. So the law was to mitigate the people's sufferings. The law was to mitigate the people's sufferings. The law was to mitigate the people's sufferings. Mitigate. What does that mean? Okay, yes. So the word mitigate means to alleviate people's suffering, to take away people's suffering, to relieve people of their sufferings. So our correct option for this particular question is option D. Good. So let's check the guide we have on the next slide. All right, so like I said, the correct option is option D. So the correct option is option D. So the word alleviate is the one that has the same meaning as mitigate as used in the expression. So with this, we have come to the end of this particular lesson. So I enjoy you to go through your past questions very well. Get um like by doing that you'll be able to develop your vocabulary. So and more some of those words that you are likely to come across during exam, you would have come across them while solving some past questions. I wish you the very best in your forthcoming exam. Bye.